Hello, my name is Sally Pinto, and I'm the Program Director for the Yonkers Newark Neighborhood Naturally Occurring Retirement Community. We serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We are under the auspices of WJCS and the Yonkers Office for the Aging. We also have a resource specialist and a nurse on staff. We conduct virtual programming in partnership with the Yonkers Public Library on a daily basis. Enjoy the program.
Of course, well, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here today. I heard you guys are a wonderful group that bring a really wonderful energy to this Zoom room. So without further ado, let's just get started right away. So I'm going to keep it very similar to the class you're used to, just so that way you guys know what to expect a little bit. So we're going to start with the typical 5-minute warm up. And that's going to start with your pulling up through the spine all the way up. You want to think there's a string going through the top of your spine all the way through your tailbone. So if you're sitting, pulling all the way up, standing, sorry. And if you're sitting, pull the way all the way up from there. And from there, we're going to start with our head tilts. We're going to go side to side. We're going to do 10 times on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to go up to down, really starting the engagement of the spine, working right up from the neck. Same thing, 10 times. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to do the last one, which is side to side, warming up the spine. Same thing, 10 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to take 3 nice big neck rolls just to fully engage that upper spine, your upper vertebrae. Really wake them up. And one last one. Good. And then let's go the other way. 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Good. Shake your shoulders out. Now we're feeling nice and warm. We're going to take our 10 chin tuck back. So this is, think about your chin coming to your neck or to your chest. You don't want to drop it down necessarily. You want to send the head backward in space. So if I were facing this way, it would be going that way. I'll keep facing this way. We're going to do 10 of those, okay? Nice and straight, pulling up through the spine. Remember that string is pulling you up from the ceiling like you're a puppet. And 10 times we go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Shake it out. Boom, boom, boom. All right. We're going to move now down to the lower spine, really working through all the way through each vertebrae. We got to wake them all up. We all had a nice long sleep. So we got to get those muscles moving so we can have a fantastic day. So the way we're going to do that is through a seated cat-cow. Again, I'm going to turn to the side just so that way you can see. Before we do anything, we always want to check in with our spine, like I just said, pulling up through the top of the head like we're on a string. Once we feel established here, we're on top of our sits bones, our lateral muscles are engaged, we're ready to go. A cat-cow is going to look like this. Some of you may be familiar with it from yoga and also from your past classes. The first position, the head's going to come down, and you're going to arch your spine up to the ceiling, looking up to the ceiling as far as you can go. That's your first position. Your second one is the spine rounds the spine completely, and your chin is going to tuck into your chest. This is the flexion of the spine. So this activates every single vertebrae, every single disc, every single tissue fiber that's in that spine. So it's a really great way to start the day, even if you're just waking up and not planning on doing a workout. So we're going to do that for 30 seconds, starting now. You can do this on your own time. So here we go. We're starting up and we go. Again, this is a really great way just to start every day because it wakes up the spine completely, all the way from that top vertebrae, your medulla oblongata, all the way to your very last tailbone. Good. All right, shake that out. Now we're going to start getting the rest of our body involved here. We're going to start with some side taps, okay? So we're going to do this. Boom, sitting down. Again, we're going to do 30 seconds of that, and then we're going to move on to the next thing. Here we go, at your own speed, 30 seconds, go. You really want to think about lengthening through your arm, all the way down through your hip. You should feel this in your oblique muscles, which are on the side of your body. Good job, guys. Hopefully those bodies are starting to feel warm. Nice. Okay, same thing, but the arm is going to shoot across, okay? This is starting to warm up your tricep muscle, which is right here. Whoop. Here we go. Across, across. Boom. There you go, like you're sliding something across the table. Here, take some cookies. They're made fresh. Nicely done. Good. Nicely done. Okay. Now we're going to go into our seated pushbacks. Again, this is still part of the warm-up. We're just now going to get our legs a little bit more moving. So what we're going to do with our arms is they're going to flex. And I'm just going to push them back. I'm going to keep them straight and push back. While I'm doing that, my legs are just going to come up. So it's going to look like one, like that, two. Just like that. And this is engaging your core muscles. We haven't woken them up yet, so this one might be a little challenging. So take it slow if you need to, because they're still sleeping, unless you woke up and did 30 crunches. I know I didn't do that. So mine are still sleeping, so we got to take it a little bit slow. But again, we're going to keep it at the 30 seconds. Starting now, go. Ooh, yeah. And again, all of this can be done standing as well for the warm-up. I do like to keep it seated just because the muscles are still waking up. But if you're doing it standing, more power to you. There's no wrong way to do it, just whatever feels best for your body. Everyone's bodies are different. So it's important we're listening to them and making sure we're doing what they would like us to do. Okay, 2 more in the warm-up series. We're going to do our chair crunches. What this is going to look like is you're going to come all the way down, chest to knees, and you're going to take 2 accents up, halfway, all the way. All right. So when you're rolling down, think about the neck coming down into the chin, all the way down. Then once you're here, flat back. Okay. So we're going to start round and then flat, flat. Kind of like a snake. Woo! All right. Again, Take this slow. This can be done from standing too. Here, flat back, flat back. What's important is if you're going to take it standing, there needs to be a soft bend in your knees, okay? We haven't woken up those hamstrings yet, so we got to be nice to them. Again, 30 seconds. Let's do it. We go. Tuck. Beat, beat. Tuck. Beat, beat. Tuck. Beat, beat. 1, 2. 1, 2. Remember, you can only go halfway. If you only want to go halfway down, that's totally okay too. If the stomach isn't ready to go, and the chin just needs to do the work there, that's fine as well. All right, we're gonna get to our last warm-up piece. Hopefully you guys are already starting to feel the blood in your veins moving around in your muscles, waking up. We're gonna do our lat pull down with a leg cross. So pretend there's a giant bar here. We're gonna pull it down. Once the bar comes down, our leg is gonna cross up into our opposite shoulder. So if I'm standing, I'm tall, I know it's a little hard to see me. You're gonna pull it down, cross, down, cross. So again, whichever one feels better for you is perfect because we all need to listen to our bodies. Starting now, 30 seconds on the clock, and we go. Pull, cross, pull, cross. Think about getting that elbow to the knee. It doesn't have to touch. Mine's not touching, but we want to think about that's the direction that we're going. Woo, yeah, you should start to feel this in your shoulders and in your abdominal muscles in your stomach. Pull it down. Pull it down. Perfect. All right, guys, we made it through the warm-up, so congrats. That's the first milestone. Everybody take a sip of water. If you haven't brought your water with you, take a second to go grab a cup of water or something. Very important when you're working out to keep hydrated, as I'm sure you all know. Okay. Now that we're done with our warm-up, we're going to get to the good stuff. So very similar to how you guys are going to used to, we're going to do 4 circuits that are going to repeat 3 times. Just like we were doing in the warm-up, we're not going to do 30-second reps, we're going to do 45-second reps. Just because now we're getting to the good stuff, we're getting to the meat and potatoes here, people. All right, so for our first circuit, we are going to, very similar to what we just did. Your arms are going to cross, you're going to hinge forward, you're going to come up, one leg is going to lift. All right, same thing. Forward, down, up. All right, this is the first one. If you were to do this standing up, very similar. Hinge, down, lift your leg. Hinge, lift your leg. Again, if you're going to do this standing, it's very important to have a soft bend in the back of your legs. You don't want to tighten up these muscles back here. You're going to be in pain for the rest of the day. You trying to go in there? All right. I'm feeling good about this one, guys. Let's do it. Sorry, before we get to that, we have to get through the rest of the circuit. Got a little distracted there. Okay, the next part of the circuit is going to be our leg extensions. So hands I'm keeping on my thighs so that way I can pull up through my spine. If we're sitting like this, we're not getting the full effects of the workout. So whoop, pulling up, hands on our thighs. This, you're just going to straighten those legs. Boom. Show off your pretty shoes or your pretty feet or your pretty socks. Show them off to the world. Let's see what you got. That's the second part of the circuit. The third part of the circuit is going to be our seated jumping jacks or standing. So that looks like this. Boom. Hey. Hey. Or if you're standing, you can do modified. Or if you're feeling really good today, take them. Take them all the way. All right, again, this is your workout. I'm just here to guide you along. So you got to do what feels good for you. Okay, we're going to do it 3 times, 45 seconds each rep. All right, so let me get this timer ready to go. Why don't you guys shake it all out so your muscles are ready? And we're gonna start with that hinge forward with the leg lift. All right, and let's do it. And we have forward, lift, forward, lift. Good. Make sure you are all bending at the hip flexors and not from the chest. The chest should be staying completely straight, just like we have that string pulling up through our spine. Okay, and never forget about that string. It's always there. Boom. Good. Make sure you're breathing on each rep, okay? You're not getting the effects of the workout if you're not using your breath. Done. All right. Now, moving right along to the leg extensions, showing off the pretty feet. Let's go. Hands on hips. Extend. Extend. Good. Boom. I like to think I'm Cinderella during this one, and I'm showing off my glass slippers. Again, make sure you're completely pulled up through that spine. You should be able to balance a teacup on top of your head. Shoulders are back, chest is lifted. This way, you're really getting the benefits of this. You should be feeling this in your core and in your quads. Cool. Nicely done. All right, last one in the circuit. We have our jumping jacks, again, seated or standing. Here we go. Good. With this one, it's very easy to skip out on the arms and just do one of these. All right, we don't want to do that. The arms is the most important part of the jumping jack. All right, this motion activates every single muscle in your arm. So if you need to take it slower, take it slower. You do what you need to do. This is a great way to get your heart rate going. Perfect. All right, wonderful. We got through the first round. We're going to go right into it again. I'll do the second one standing, and then I'll go back to sitting for the last one, just so that way everyone gets a little bit of everything. All right. So starting with the lean forward and the legs coming up, 45 seconds on the clock. We go hinge, lift, hinge, lift. Good. I'm coming back to my full straight posture every single time I come up. I'm not coming up into a hunchback. Elongating the spine, make yourself taller. Good. Good job, guys. All right. Moving on to the next one. We have our leg extensions, all right? For those of you that are standing, hands on hips, extend. You can keep this very low, all right? It's really just about getting the feet off the ground, activating that quad muscle. It's important to keep your feet flexed, so that way you are also activating your calf. Boom. Kick it away. Kick it away. Pulling up through the spine still. Shoulders are down and back. Very well done. Then we're going to do our jumping jacks. Here we go. I'm going to keep it here. Again, keeping nice wide arms. So that way I'm activating every single bit of my muscle groups that need to be activated. Y'all should be sweating a little bit by now, so hopefully you're feeling the burn on this one. I know I am. Good. All right, shake it out. Time for our last rep. I'm going to go back to seating for those of you that are seating. And let's bring her home, guys. Let's go out strong. Here we go. We have cross, hinge, lift. Cross, lift. No, I messed up my words there. Hinge and lift. There we go. Hinge, lift. Remember to be hinging at the hip flexors, not from the spine. The spine stays completely flat. Why? Because we're on that beautiful string all the time. When we walk, we want to walk 5 inches higher, and that's how we do it, elongating that spine. Y'all are going to look like models coming out of this class because you'll be walking so tall. All right, moving on to the next one. We got them kick kicks. Let's go. Oh, I accidentally hit stop. Now we're ready. Hands on the thighs. Kick. Boom. Kick. This is a really great one. I don't know if anyone is at home. They've got some music going. This is a great one to do to a beat of a song. Because it's just so staccato. I'm singing a little song in my head right now. Because that keeps me motivated. Again, why don't you do a check-in to make sure you are pulling up through that spine. You're not hunched over. It's very easy to hunch down when you're sitting in this position. When your legs come forward, your spine wants to go back, but you gotta tell it, no, sir, no, ma'am. Not today. Today I'm with Coach Chloe, and she said no. All right, and here we go. Jumping jacks. Let's finish it off. And ha, here we go, my favorite. Your frenemy. This is the one you love to hate because it hurts so good. Boom. Nice. Good. Pulling up through the spine. Even if you're jumping, you need to think about that spine being perfectly straight. Because that's how our bodies are built. Using your exhale and inhale. Good. All right, team. We got through the first circuit. Shake it out. Take a sip of water. Most important part about exercising, I'll keep saying, is drinking water. Very good. All right. Y'all should be sweating by now, or at least starting to feel your heartbeat increase while we go into the next one. All right. This is going to be our second circuit. This one's fun. All right. You want to come to the edge of the chair like this because you're going to lean back. You're going to kick away and come up. Kick away and come up. All right. That's the first one. For those of you that are standing, this is going to look like this. Boom, down, boom, down, boom, down. Standing, it's a test of balance. All right. You still need to keep those core engaged, but you're throwing yourself off your center of gravity, which is right here. So starting here, ha, chicken. You want to bring your hands back here. That's fine too. All right, that's your first one. Okay. The next one we're going to do is a curl to press. All right, so that's going to look like 1 and 2 down. All right, this is great if you have dumbbells or a water bottle. I have these soup cans right here that I'm going to use. So if you're going to use weights, 1 and 2. All right, but again, if you don't have weights, your body weight will be plenty sufficient, especially because our heart is going, so we're already burning those calories. The last one we have in our series is my personal favorite, our kickboxing part, all right? So we're gonna go punch, punch, hook, hook. All right, think about somebody that you really want to punch. I'm sure everyone here's got one. I know I do. And again, for this one, you can take your soup cans, your water bottle, your dumbbells, your cats, whatever you want to hold, and punch, punch, poo, poo. All right, that's what that one's gonna look like, okay? So, just like the last one, we're gonna do it 3 times all the way through, 45 seconds each time. Our first one is gonna be this, okay? So, timer is on and we go. Kick, good. Boom, really squeezing in your core muscles. They shouldn't be just flopping around. You should have your belly engaged. It'll make it easier and it'll also be more beneficial to the workout. All right, keep those shoulders nice and straight, as well as that head. We don't want the neck flopping around. If you're standing up, really test your balance. If you're starting to feel like this is pretty comfortable, you're in the easy zone, maybe lean it back a little bit more, maybe take that leg a little bit higher. Challenge yourself if you're feeling good. All right, on to the next one. We have our curls. All right, so grab your whatever you want or just use your hands, and we have 1 push. Good. Hey. I'm sure you guys already know what I'm going to say, but again, make sure that string is pulling you up all the way from your tailbone. Good. Very nice. And if you start to do it and you're like, weights are too much, feel free to put them down. All right. We're going into our jab jabs. All right, here we go. Punch, punch, jab, jab. Now listen, this is the rhythm I'm going today, but if you're feeling feisty, well, poof, 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 by all means. Or you want to take it really slow, that's okay. This is your workout, people. I'm just here helping you along the way. This rhythm feels good for me today, so that's what I'm going to keep. Ha, ha. And you'll see my spine is still staying straight. I'm using a little bit more of my shoulders and my upper body, just because that's what's going to get more muscle groups going, but you're not seeing my spine drop. That's important, as we all know. I keep saying, ha, ha. Perfect. All right, back to the first one. Here we go. We have our kickbacks. Push, push. Good. Keeping everything stacked. And again, if you need to take a break, by all means, you're allowed to tap out. You need to listen to your bodies. It's important. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. Because that's your body saying, hey, listen, this doesn't feel good. It might injure me. So why don't you take a break? They know, your bodies are the experts. The brain just does what it's told. All right, we're going up into our curls. Here we go. 1 and 2, down. Good. This one is super simple. All right, you can do this one sitting on the couch, watching TV, or if you sit at a desk, you can do this sitting there, waiting at the bus stop, whatever it may be, because the great thing about this is all you need is your 2 arms. Beautiful work. Again, this can go at your own tempo. I like to keep it at this steady tempo, but if you want to go fast, slow, slow. Okay, here we go. Punch, punch, jab, jab, people. Punch, punch, jab, jab. I guess that's called an uppercut in kickboxing, now that I think about it. Uppercut, there we go, uppercut. Whew. Hey, hey. Good. Using your exhale. All right. It's important to incorporate your breath into your movement. If you're holding your breath the whole time, no bueno, no bueno. Good job, guys. All right. Now we're going into the last round. All right. I'm going to do this last one standing. So that way my standing people have that. My seated people, I believe in you. You guys got this. I'm going to do this one facing this way. All right. Let's do it. Huh. So again, if you're standing, you can see I'm keeping my spine completely in line. I'm not arching back. I'm not crunching forward. I'm keeping it as one unit. Good. I'm engaging my core muscles as well. That way I can bring myself back to my center of gravity. All right, next we have our curls. Here we go, baby. Ha, boom. And we go. Again, I've got a nice, my feet are right under my hips. Toes are facing forward, pulling up through the spine. Core muscles are engaged. I'm making sure I use my breath. Good. Good job, guys. We're almost there. All right, last one. Here we go. Punch it out. Boom, boom, hit, hit, boom, boom, hit, hit. If you want to add the sound, your own sound effects, go for it. If this is a wham, bam, chook, chook, whatever you want. Whatever you want. For me, it helps with the rhythm of it. My people that are standing, make sure you have a nice bend in your knees. If you are doing this with completely straight legs, you are in danger of hurting your back, and we want to avoid that. Again, you can be doing this one with weights too, or soup cans or water bottles, whatever you got access to. Good, all right. We did it. Said circuit 2. We're done. All right. Shake it out. Take a sip of water. We got 2 more circuits to get through. We're doing great on time here. All right. For me, it's very important once I finish a workout, just to kind of shake everything out, okay? Because this kind of gets your body back where it needs to be. Quick sip of water. Nice. Okay, people. Very similar to what we did in the warm-up. All right, you're gonna hinge forward, arms are gonna flex, and they're gonna push back. All right. We're gonna do something very similar to this in the next circuit. Right now, the point of this one is we're using both hands. Dos manos. All right, that's it. Forward and push back. If you want to use weights, you obviously can't flex your hands, which is fine. It'll look like that. If you're standing, you're bending at the knees and the hips are coming forward. So that way you can keep a nice straight line here. All right, this is what you should look like if you're gonna stand. That's your first part. Your second part is gonna be your goalpost arms, all right? Again, you can do this with or without weights. Open, well, this is open. Close, pop, 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 pop. Good, all right? The last one we're gonna do is our 3-step march. So I'll do standing first. Standing is gonna be 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. All right? If you're sitting, lift, lift, hold. All right? All really great exercises, okay? Same thing, 45 seconds. We're gonna do it 3 times around. I'm feeling good about this one. I think y'all are gonna kill this one, all right? Here we go, starting with the hands pushing back. We're heading forward and go. Boom. If you don't have weights in your hands, hands are flexed. If you have weights, hold on to those bad boys. If you get halfway and you're like, these weights are not it, you can always put them down and just go back to your body weight. Just make sure that spine stays straight. That's what's important. Good. Goalpost arms, all right? We're at the football stadium. Let's go. Open, close, close, close. Good. You need to make sure you're engaging your back muscles, all right? Somebody once told me we don't have arms, we have backs. And that means that all of everything in our hands from down to our fingers engages from our backs. So if you've got strong back muscles, your arms are already halfway there. All right, keep going. Boom. Touchdown, right? You should be feeling this bad boy. Ha, in your chest and in your back. Okay, next one we have our march. Let's go. I'm gonna keep my hands on my hips if I'm sitting, pulling up through spine. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. Good. Pulling up, not hunching over. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. I'm keeping my feet flexed. I know it's hard to see, just so those calf muscles are also getting engaged. 2, 3. Beautiful. Great job. All right. Now from the top, we have our pushbacks. Let's go, people. Boom, boom, boom. Good. You should be looking out and down, not up, because if you're looking up, that means your spine isn't straight. I'm looking up occasionally just to make sure y'all are okay, but other than that, my spine is staying in a completely straight line. This is for your triceps and your core. You may not think your core, but what's really important is that you're squeezing those tummy muscles in, so that way you're reaping all the benefits of this exercise. Squeezing your tummy muscles, but still breathing. That's important. All right, goalpost, let's go touchdowns all around. Touchdown, boom. This could be our touchdown dance. A, all right. Ha, ha. You guys can see my arms are not closing all the way. They're just coming to a parallel with my shoulder blades. Not shoulder blades, my shoulder bones. All right. That's because I don't want to hunch my spine in. And if we start doing that, we're in dangerous territory there, people. We're in hot lava. We don't want to be in hot lava. Especially not in the summertime. Hey, good. Wonderful. Here we go, marching. 1, 2, 3, good. If you're sitting, hands are on your hips. If you're standing, you can be pumping your arms. Either way, what are we doing? Pulling up to the spine. Cool. Good job, guys. We only got one more round left, and I'm going to take this last one from standing when we get there. Using your breath. All right, wonderful. All right, last one, people. I'm going to tilt my screen up. I'm going to do this one standing. For all my people that are standing, if you're feeling good with the chair and want to challenge yourself, come on up too. If you're like, the chair is plenty for me today, Chloe, stay down there. Listen to your bodies. Okay, here we go. Starting with our hinge forward and arms pushed back. I'm in a nice straight spine. Push, push. I'm keeping my head forward and looking out and over. So that way my spine stays completely aligned. Using your breath. Keeping those hands flexed. If you don't have weights, if you do have weights, keeping those weights nice and secure. You don't want to fall and drop on your toe. That would not be fun way to start your day. Oh, just like band. All right, here we go. Goal time. And goal. Boom, touchdown, baby. Hey, nice. Here, unlike my last ones, I'm keeping my legs nice and straight here because I want to feel tall. I really want to feel as tall as possible. If you're feeling that this is pulling on your lower back, take a soft bend in the legs, and that will help that out a little bit. It's all what your body needs. My body's warm enough right now that my lower back is like, let's go. We got this. But my lower back isn't everybody's lower back. And that's how that works. It's almost as like the YMCA, right? Cool. All right, marching. Here we go, people. Flex feet. 1, 2, hold. Ba, ba, ba. I'm lifting my foot up higher so that way you guys can see that it's flexed and I'm not just saying and not doing. Here. Good. Pulling up through the spine, sucking that core in so that way it's engaged. Good. And the arms are there to help you balance. They're not just an accessory, even though I think they're fun to do that way. All right. Listen, we made it through circuit 3, everybody. So we're moving along nicely here. Everybody, find your water, take a quick sip, and we're going to dive right in to the last circuit. You guys are all doing so great this morning. It takes a lot to roll out of bed and say, hey, I'm going to work out right now. So the fact that you guys are all here, kudos to you. More than a lot of people can say for themselves. All right, tilting it back so that way I can take it down for the people in the chairs. All right, let's roll it right along here. Listen, this is our big finale, people. So give it all you got. We're almost done. So right after this, you can take a nap. You can have a cappuccino. You can go for a nice walk, whatever you please. We got 10 minutes left for you guys to really just make this time your own, all right? So, like I said, very similar to the last one, these are tricep kickbacks, okay? It's gonna come from a bend though. I'm gonna turn my chair to the side. If we're on the chair, we're hinging forward, our arms are up. And it's just gonna come back just like that. Boom, All right. You want to hold a weight. There you go. But it's important to keep that body hinged forward. If you're standing, same thing. With your chair, get a chair or something. Slight bend in the knees, hinge forward, and kick it back that way. Okay. For this one, we're going to do one hand at a time. So it's going to be 45 seconds one hand, 45 seconds the other hand. Okay. Then we're going to do across the body. Boom. Pull down the curtains. We got a show to see, baby. All right. That's it. Those two things. All right. Same thing. I'll do the first 2 sets seated, and then I'll do the last one standing. Okay. Yeah, I'll go this way. I'll go this way, and then I'll flip for the other side. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna grab a soup here. And we have push. Your other hand can be on your thigh, just to stabilize you a little bit. Make sure that neck isn't hunching over. You're staying nice and elongated. If you're starting this and it's not feeling so great, take a quick break. Or maybe switch to just the weight of your arm rather than a weight. Make sure you're not holding your breath either, guys. That's not doing good for anybody. Good. All right, other side. Again, I'm only turning so that way you guys can see. You don't have to be turning. Go. Boom. My opposite hand again is on my thigh, so that way I'm stabilized. Now that we're in the groove, why don't you do a check-in with your spine and make sure that it's completely elongated and not hunched over. This one, it's super easy to hunch that spine. Nice. Good. All right. Rope pull. Let's do it. And we have down, down. Good. So I'm opening my hands and I'm closing them down. Boom. Really like I'm pulling on a rope or grabbing for some candy. Whatever you want to grab for. Maybe a glass of wine. It's a little early for that, but you know, to each their own. Boom. Hey. Good. And I'm coming right back down to my hip. So that way the movement is completed. Good job, guys. Nice. All right. Here we go. Back to our kickbacks, our tricep kickbacks. Hands stabilizing you on your leg. Chest is forward, neck is lifted, looking out and over. And we kick back, all right? The arm bends in so that way you're really working that tricep. That's what's important here, people. Bonus points, though, if you also are squeezing your core in, because that's going to help you get that arm out, believe it or not. And it's going to add to your workout. Again, if you're starting to feel a little fatigued halfway through, take a break. Other side. Here we go. Breaks are okay. They are encouraged. If that lactic acid buildup is getting wild, take a sip. Nothing wrong with that. Good, guys. Keeping that neck straight. I just caught myself hunching my neck, so that's why I'm saying it. Nice. All right. And rope down hold. Here we go. Ooh, I just got a quick look at the time. We're almost there, guys. Nice. Grab, pull, grab, pull, grab, pull. You'll notice I'm not twisting like crazy here. I'm twisting just my shoulders slightly. The reason I'm doing that is so that these bad boys, meaning my abs, can do a lot of the work. Which is what we want. All right. So looking at the time, we need to just go into a quick cool down. And let's just go right into it. You guys can just follow along, okay? We're gonna put the hands on our small of our backs and do a nice stretch up to the ceiling, collarbones back. So that way you're really stretching out your arms. All right? Now we're gonna take it side to side. All the way over, you should feel this stretch here in your obliques. Should feel good. Now look, I don't want this. That's no good. This is what I want. Over. Other side, here we go. Ah, nice. All right, same thing, but we're gonna take two arms. Ooh, this one's a little bit more intense, but still good. Another way. Nice. All right, taking one arm, pull it across your body, grab onto that elbow and pull it in. Let's stretch out those triceps. Nice. Good. Shake it out and give it a switch. Arm across, grab the elbow, pull. Very well done. Pulling the head to the side, you're just going to place the weight of your hand on your neck. And that should really pull through this muscle here. Using your breath here, this is your cool down. All of this should feel really good. If this doesn't feel good, lessen the stretch, because it should feel nice. Last thing, bringing one leg out. We're going to push our weight forward. This is just stretching out the hamstring a little bit. And switch. Good. And let's give it one last final shake, 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 shake. Just so that way the whole body is done. And guess what, guys? We did it. We made it through our class here with me today. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a wonderful time. I really hope you guys have the rest of the day to enjoy yourself.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.